Hi there, it's Robbie again. Today I just wanted to discuss um, just the subject of what is life. Not what is the meaning of life, which is a whole different subject, but actually what is life in the context of what scientists seem to believe it to be. Um, and I may be mistaken on this, and I would love it for somebody that's more knowledgeable about it to discuss it, but essentially, from my understanding, is what scientists kind of believe life to be is just a bunch of chemicals that happen to get together, and I guess fortunate for them, or was zapped by electricity and created life, the DNA being the blueprint of life. But if you're to go into DNA and what makes DNA, essentially it's just a bunch of chemicals. I mean, it's just a bunch of hydrogen and oxygen and nitrogen, phosphate. All these elements are non-living, but essentially they make something that is living, and it just doesn't seem to make sense. I mean, what is it about these chemicals that supposedly makes life? And if that's all it is, why can't you just continue to cut off a fingernail and zap it with electricity and make another one of yourself? Or I guess it's the theory behind cloning. It just, would that actually be another one of yourself? And it really has a lot of questions on that. And if it is, I guess the big question in that is that if you are just a bunch of chemicals, why does someone have to die? If you took like a rat and put it in a blender, put it on the mix cycle and stuff, essentially, and you have this rat soup, essentially you have all the elements of a rat. And why can't you just zap it with electricity and bring that rat back to life? I mean, that doesn't make any sense in a logical standpoint. We know that wouldn't work, but I guess if our theory is that we are a bunch of chemicals that just happen to get zapped by electricity and that became life, then why doesn't that work? I guess to me it just I never quite could understand that too much. I really am trying to explore that avenue of things, because we always tend to want, at least here, is we want to make things, define things in a physical standpoint. It's just that life has to be something physical, even though we know that there's an energy to your body. I mean, it's not like you can't think and hear and everything are all electrical energy that are being interpreted by the brain. There's a lot of energy that is involved in that. So it's very curious to me on why that is, and why it's unreasonable to believe that life can't just be energy. That life, the consciousness can't just be a living form of energy. And still keeping it within a scientific view of things. I mean, if you're to go back, way back in time to the creation of the universe, the theory is that there was this Big Bang, and the bang created the universe. You know, and all the elements and everything like that is basically you know, what's in the universe is what has always been in the universe, is the thinking. Well, the bang was a tremendous amount of energy which created the universe. But we know that something existed before that. I mean, if you could believe in the matrix that is this universe, there had to be something before that. So there was an energy that created the universe. So we have to assume there's a tremendous amount of energy that was in the universe first. And using the same laws of evolution, why couldn't energy evolve into life? Do you have to have something physical to make life? Because I mean, why do you have to have physical and energy to make life? Why can't it just be energy? It's just my thinking on it, kind of just brainstorming. Be interested to hear what other people have to say. All right, thank you very much.